Okay, so techniques like you want to use hello trim and all of those things to know the length of price and all of that. The first thing I'm explaining now is you dissecting the market and know the direction of the market first. You cannot do that. No matter any strategy you are trading, you are not going to be profitable with it. Okay, it's not going to give you that edge you are seeking for. But when you can get the direction of price clearly first, then what your entry strategy is telling you should now amplify it more. So where price is now, if I go to our daily time frame, you will see that this is the demand level. We can see FTR and FTB here. Okay, let's go back to it. You will see something like that. You can see. Can you see what I said? Okay, because when price broke out of this place, this is actually the level. Price might even come down a little bit to pick this up and then go up. Okay, price can do that. Spike down here, pick it up here and go up. So all this level that we find ourselves now is a level at which buyers can buy. You can see it. The force of buyers that were here can still push price upward. Now, based on how I see that clarity from the higher time frame, it is now best for us to see an higher time frame as a yardstick to go in first. Like, we cannot see any daily weekly candlestick giving us a bullish confirmation here yet. That's why I said next week can even come down. Many people will think it has broke the trend line and then it should pick up again and close above this level. So that kind of time is best time for us to now get into now start looking for a buy opportunity as overall. I don't know, maybe I get what I'm trying to say. But as it is stand now, the selling pressure is still there. I okay. Okay. So the selling pressure is still there, and when the pressure is not out, another thing that people do make mistake with is that the pressure is not out of the market yet. Yes, we are already at the level at which we can buy, but the selling pressure is still present in the market, so you don't need to anticipate that. We are anticipating a buy quite alright, but the selling pressure is still in there, just as if a car wants to reverse. Stop that. A car wants to reverse or get a u-turn, and then the car do not stop, is approaching a u-turn. Okay, I want, for those that are very good at driving, please help me out. A car is already is running, approaching a u-turn, right? And then the car do not slow down approaching that u-turn. What are you going to assume?
It's going to lose balance.
It's going to what?
The car is going to lose balance, and that will definitely cause an accident.
Exactly. That's it, and that is why sometimes with the accident we now incur in trading is what hitting our losses multiple times and say well, this level is strong now, and as a matter of fact those kind of level are very tricky. You will see price going to your direction, it will come back again because it has not given us that the pressure has what finished. So there are quite a number of things you are not going to assume at those levels. One of the things that we traders do is that they assume at those levels, and then they of course they pay with their what stop loss. So the selling pressure here, even on a weekly time frame, has not ended, and we can see it that price can still get back to this place. It is until price break this level like this finally that we can now say, oh, this is not going to buy, it wants to continue selling. That is why we look at market from the higher perspective. Okay, and on Friday, of course, we cannot judge by that Friday because Friday was holiday, I guess. So, and you can see, though, on the daily time frame, you can see that price is already dropping. You are not seeing that huge drop again. It's already, and then you just let us wait. All what I'm trying to say is that on anything that deals with USD pair, if you are still on your buy on them, that if it's USD, something USD, yeah, if you are still buying on it, you can begin to think of how you want to take your profit now. Okay, and then wait for a good setup. It's going to take some time. It can take 2 weeks, it can take a week. It can, but most of this USD pair moves very faster than AUD and other pairs. So that is that. So what's our balance on USD now? We are still going to expect price to react very well. Price does not react to this level. This is not how price react to levels or important levels, right? This is not how price react to it. Price is going to be aggressive. If price want to buy, it's going to be very aggressive on it. It's not compulsory to get to this levels like this, but you will see that price already sweep the liquidity another place. Then we look for opportunity to go in. So let's quickly look at JPY also. I will still talk more about all these things by 9 o'clock. I'm not going to stay too long today here also because 9 o'clock. I actually want us to have that meeting by midnight. To be sincere with you, I want us, but because I want to sleep, and then when we wake up, we'll be able to wake up. Market is awake already, and then we'll be able to wake up with clarity. Now, price has not broken this level completely yet. You can see, I know this is a trap. No, we are already agreed for 9 o'clock, so it's not about one person. So you can see this is the edges of the market. This is all the edges of this pair. So and then we can see, let's look at the monthly time frames first. You can see last month actually bounced away from here. Quite last month has not, quite a number of months now have not been able to break this level, even with the selling pressure when price is coming from here. This is second time price is going there. Last month it really dropped away from it. This month again it has tested that level. What does this seem to us? Now when you are seeing that kind of jump away from market, it's just like the example of driving I mentioned earlier. It means that the price already slowing down. So this is not when you want to rush into trade and then hold it for long. You see a good entry at a good support level for a buy, don't hold it for long. Don't hold it for long. Get out of the market. Obviously when JPY is strong, like I've said earlier, what was it? That's why I've not been seeing any JPY PS, and I've not been really going in them like that. Okay, if you see now, if I see an opportunity on it, I will drop it yet. So now based on this is another level that price can still come to. Don't give benefit of doubt to that. See this small boy, you looking at the chart as if he knows what I'm talking about. My son is just staring at the chart. These people are trying looking something. Okay, so now price can still come here too before going up. But like I've said earlier, one of the things I've told us earlier is that price is like upstairs, different floor, right? Let me go to the daily time frame. You can see that this floor, this is the floor of that will be powerful. This is the floor of this particular section. This is another floor of this particular section, and this is another floor of this particular section. How do we know those floors? I've explained rejections to us before. So until price break this level that it can get here, so then what do we do? And I've also already explained to you that we also this level now that my mark was before, this one is a fake out zone. So what I do most of the time is that if price wants to bounce away from here, if I don't get in, okay, what I used to get in is that when price break that fake out zone above it, goes above it, of course I believe that price is not going to go up. Okay, so that is, and you can see that price is already forming something like international pattern here. But this international pattern is going to be complete when this level, when the neck is what is broken. So there are quite a number of things you need to see together. But leave all the English. Where are you? That is the major thing. Okay, because the person will know where he is can easily know where he is going to. Okay, so I want to just adjust this, and then let's go to the daily time frame, and we can see that Friday gave us a bullish confirmation. That is a bullish alarming candlestick, right? So contrary to the opinion why many people are looking for a sell now, okay, price here can stick by. So what I'm going to be doing here is that I want price to change structure here. If price will come back here, based on this I have seen, I'm going to get in to buy. You can see last week giving us a doji also. If you go back to the like weekly time candlestick, you see that it's giving us a doji, right? And then coupled to some information that ICE dropped on the group last week about JPY. I think they did some, I can't remember because that last week no be out for me. So those are things that can now influence the market for the coming week. So for JPY PS, we might be seeing, but if price break this level, we look for sell straight away. Okay, we look for sell straight away. Okay, sorry please, the price might be going up from here, from there, so let's wait and see decision. Of course I will explain much more better when it comes to the trading room. So with this information now, let's try to go and look for one JPY pair and then correlate these things together. Okay, correlate it together. I have my USD JPY. So let's look at GBP JPY. We can see that all these pair are already on a key, like example of this now, on a key resistance. Now if JPY will become strengthened like I'm anticipating, all this pair you are seeing will definitely fall. Okay, so if I mention this JPY push more to this level, definitely what I'm going to be doing for is to look for sell. I'll put my stop loss above this level. If I see liquidity sweep from here, I'm going to get in like that. Okay, if you are seeing something like this, but we are not seeing it yet. Okay, price has dated, but we are not seeing it yet. and I'm seeing a kind of divergence, though this divergence is not a real divergence, I only force it, so I'm not trading it based on this. Okay, so if price pull back to this level, if I want to get an accurate entry, I get in here and I put my stop loss above this level. Let me say if I have a of course I want the, I'll not just jump in like that, oh, don't think I'll just jump in like that. Let's say we have this level, I'll be targeting this level. I'll have something like this is 70 pips, is too much. Okay, so I'll have something like this, and then of course that is how we look at thousands of pips ahead of price. Then I'll, at least I want to take profit around this level, because if price break this one that you are seeing here, it's going to fall massively, drop like this, something like this. You will see daily candlestick moving like this. Okay, so that is it. And then if price not do that and still yet wants to sell, that's why I have this second opinion here. I want price to break all this fake out zone. Remember that this was fake out zone before price broke it and then come in. I actually thought that it had already broken it here. I thought this pull down would block it, but on Tuesday price move up massively. And if price wants to do his village thing, it's our own, it's not our responsibility to stop price. It's one of the things that we call manipulation in the market. It's just that we have not waited enough for price. So if price break this level and I'll be doing something new like this, okay, I want price to come to any area of maybe liquidity area or anything you call it, and then I look for a sell opportunity. Have I been able to correspond the two together now? Okay. So any question please on that, and suggest any pair you want us to look. Any question, and suggest any other what's it called, any other pair you want us to look at. So that has already covered for JPYPS. Let's look at gold. I did share my analysis on gold. Okay, Mr. Dua, you can go ahead.
Yes, sir. Probably down the line, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Probably down the line, GPP card.
I can't get that. JPY card.
No, GPP. What do they
GPP.
call it?
Yeah, GPP card.
Uh, yes,
Okay,
sir.
I will do that.
Down the line.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I'm
Thanks,
suspecting
sir.
that what gold is doing here is forming a triangle, and of course triangle should probably what is going to give us another kind of wave upward, right? So if you had entered for a buy here, good, but I'm still expecting that price is still going to pull back at least to this area, right? So that's what I want to get in on gold, and I do not trade gold the way other people trade gold daily. Look for, no. I get when gold wants to get a clear direction, and then we go in, and then we go, because that's the best way to trade gold. If you don't want to move in the bad side of gold by what's this English now, by gambling your money trading gold. Okay, so let's go to GPP card as the quest. You can go to card PS also, and then now if I want to do GBP card, I want to basically know what GBP itself is doing, and I've already shown us the last time how to know what GBP is doing. Is by going to what EO GBP, and then see if GBP is going to fall, or do analysis on GBP EO GBP. If EO GBP is saying that EO GBP is going to buy, definitely know that there's possibility that GBP is going to likely fall, and you will see when GBP is falling, you will see the movement massively on GBP. So let's delete everything that we have here and just do analysis on this. Now where price is now on the monthly time frame, we have quite a number of pin inside bar, rather we have quite a number of inside bar. This is inside of this is inside of this is inside of this is inside of this. What would I say that inside bar do? What is the function of inside bar? When you see inside bar on the higher time frame, what does it automatically mean? Who can answer that question?
It depends on the kind of inside buy. This is bearish, for instance. So it's going to be a sell.
Regardless of the inside bar, when you see inside bar, something is happening on the lower time frame. I'm saying this on the monthly time frame now. On the lower time frame, something is happening.
It's ranging.
It's ranging.
Ranging market.
Exactly. It means it's ranging on the lower time frame. That is what it means automatically. All this place now, and when you see all of those things alongside with this pair, you can see that this section price has really been ranging. Okay, you can see, and we need to understand most of these pairs to how they work. That is why what I do most of the time is that I always prefer to get in at the maybe I will explain this also later, at the monthly range support or monthly resistance, or weekly support or weekly resistance. Okay, because so if you are going to 4 hours and 15 minutes and 1 hour, they all the support and resistance I see, the price will break them down, and then but where it's going to hold price is basically the weekly and sometimes maybe the daily. Okay, so what I used to expect most of the time in this kind of analysis that we see, let us mark up our levels and see the direction. Price is definitely on an upward trend. Price just broke this barrier, came back to retest it. This would have been a perfect entry for us. Okay, I think we did buy here now and then we left here. I think we did that. I think I said analysis on that. Okay, so then here we can see a turning point around there, rejection. We have a kind of rejection here. Okay, before we now have this up rejection here now. So we are still anticipating for price to buy, but when price is going to buy, either price range a little or price seek liquidity down to a key support before going up, right? And that is what might happen here. We as a student trader, we don't need to sell this pair. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't even think of selling this pair. What you should basically do when it comes to this analysis now is that you wait for a breakout or price come out to this region. If price come out to this region, I will look for a buy. Okay, now if price break this region, I will look for a what? A buy. I don't know if you get it now. The reason I can be able to sell from this level to this level is that if I see a change of structure on the daily time frame, and which is going to be very rare in this kind of candle. I don't know, maybe I get what I'm going to say now. So price can still do something like this. Okay, if price break this, then I want to what? I want to sell. Do you understand? So I'm basically making sure that my levels that are key, that price is likely going to respect, is where I want to what? Take advantage of. So but in this kind of analysis and this kind of pattern that price is giving us, the best we can do, we can see price can still go up from here and then break this level. Okay, so wait for change of structure. If I want to sell this is what I'm going to do. Price break it if it's worth the pips. Let me see the pips is going to give me. This is about 300 pips. Yes, I can still take this. If I want to sell this down to this place, you can see I want price to change the structure here, break this level, at least something like this. There's a demand level here because of this currency that form. Break this demand level, that's going to be up to about 400 pips now. Yes, this is it tradable. Okay, break this level and then come down because I can see double top here, right? That's the only thing I'm going to make me to sell this. This would have been a perfect level for me to sell. But remember that overall, what I'm still looking for is what? To buy. If then when price get to this place, if not break this place, I'll look for buy upward. Do you understand this analysis now? Mr. Kofi, I believe I've been able to answer that question perfectly well.
No, sir. You switched to euro.
We also have a trend line.
You said what, sir? Yes, that's true. I can use a trend line to.
We also have a trend line.
Yeah. I can use a trend line to validate that my change of structure. Basically, what I use trend line to do is to validate change of structure. Yeah. So if price break, you can see that the level I mark is the same intersection between where price is going to break the trend line, right? So what Mr. Idowu said is a very good one. So Mr. Adira, I'm with you.
Yes, sir. You've confirmed.
Okay, good. So I think yes, this is already presenting an opportunity to us already. Okay, it's already presenting an opportunity, but let us wait for price to what to perform its duty, and then we'll react. With this is just a bias. Okay, it does not mean that it has become a setup yet. Until that which you are expecting to happens, then it becomes a what? A setup. Mr. Adua, you can please mute yourself. Then it becomes a what? A setup. You can see how we're able to get the whole of the direction from the market from the pin panel of that. Mr. Idowu, I'm with you, sir.
Yeah, I just want to confirm your entry. Is it on the daily time frame?
No, definitely I don't want to. Basically, I want this to break out first. Now, this is what I do. The trading room members already know what I will do, definitely. Now, this is what I will do. Let price break this. You're going to see a massive movement. It breaks it, if you come to this kind of area. Then I want it to come back to this place. I will not want to trade it from this trend line. They know the reason I'm going to come to this place. Okay? Then this is the area I want to get in. I'm going to be waiting enough. Okay? So So price can now form this kind of movement to this place with a kind of maybe a pattern like a flag or rising wedge. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? But this is the level, this is the supply level that I want to get in. Do you understand, Mr. Ido? Can you hear me, please?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay, so do you understand? Just
Yes,
that,
I can hear you.
yeah, that explanation is also clear, right?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, okay, good. Okay, so any other question? I think this we are already more than 1 hour 30. Oh, okay, 1 hour already. Any other question before we call it a day? Any other question? Okay. Now we I think I've removed quite some people from the trading room because of inactiveness. I think we are going to give room for just about 2 people. The criteria for you to join trading room must have. I don't want to take anybody through the stress of orientation again because we already have everybody knows what we are doing there. But maybe I'll try to remind we will try to remind ourselves again. You must have an active Profem account. Okay, but after let this week slide. Next week I'll just give 2 people mass opportunity to join the training room again just to fill it up for those that are not joining. I know some people that are part of the training room members not join this meeting because they are preparing for 7 o'clock. Okay, so any other peer, any other peer, any other peer, any other thing, any other thing. Okay, it has been a wonderful evening with every one of us. Yeah, thank you. It has been a wonderful evening with every one of us. I'm glad to enjoy my evening with you all. Do well to keep on practicing